Supreme day to you, chosen divine beings. It's your girl, Ocean Messenger, here with another message from the waves. I hope you guys are finding yourselves to be having a very great day and to continue putting gratitude into a lot of your attitudes at this time, and also continue to keep calm and stay anchored as there's an array of waves of karmic emotions going on at this time, and a lot of those energies want to broadcast and put those back onto us. And so just allow yourself to stay easy and to allow yourself to go with the ebb and flow. I shall go ahead and tap into the energy, guys. See what's going on out there in those chaotic streets. Wanted to say that I'm very proud of you, Divine Collective. A lot of us, we were buried, literally buried, and it had to be so that we could grow through the darkness. And after that burial, we were resurrected and we were awakened. We began to see things for what they truly are right now in this time, and dealing with karmic familiar ties as far as families, as far as Archangel Michael, Metatron, Uriel, and Raphael ask you to block communication errors at this time. I know a lot of karmics from my hometown are completely enraged about things that are going on right now, and so as we speak, they're trying to throw those word spells back at me, but nevertheless, I'll carry on, Michelle. So, like I was saying, a lot of us, we are or have been resurrected. We had our awakening, and a lot of us are ascending at this time. And for a lot of us others that are a little bit more seasoned out there in the spiritual realm, there is a rapture going on, and that would be the body of Christ back in full force and being able to take what we've been through and take those, I would say, spiritual unalivings, and being able to come back better than ever, being able to reach our hands out to others that are going through the vicious cycles at this time. And so very proud of Divine Collective for going through the burial, the resurrection, ascension, and now continuing moving forward with the rapture as far as helping others come out of the darkness. I shall. Let's go ahead, I'll shuffle these one more time. All right, take what fell out. All right. First card, we have Knight of Cups, following your heart, artistic, attraction, tactful, proposals, an invitation, affectionate, chivalrous, romantic, charming, psychic, grace. I like this card, and I look forward to riding some horses here soon. But yeah, a lot of us are following our hearts after coming out of karmic relationships, as far as family, friends, exes, coworkers, so forth. And we are moving forward in our own right and living our own lives. A lot of people from our past wanted to live through us and wanted us to live life how they saw fit and how they saw that it should go. And now, so keep moving forward. And the more that you move forward, the more attractive that becomes on you. A lot of these karmic energies, they want us to also wear their energy. And they became very tactful in trying to do that. So just allow yourself to be uniquely you. Continue to move forward. And just continue to be that charming, romantic, psychic, graceful, affectionate, chivalrous person that you are. And now that we also have eliminated a lot of people from our past, the Most High is lovingly allowing a lot of proposals to come to us, not just romantically, guys, but proposals as far as contracts moving forward in the future, as far as how we are artistic, I would say. I shall. And I'm going to keep them all in the upright as much as possible today, guys, because like I said, the karmic energy is kind of dense right now. They would like to pull and weigh us down. So I'm just gonna keep it in the upright for the whole reading. Try to anyway. Two of Cups, a loving exchange, companionship, mutual feelings, new partner, agreement, in sync. It's springtime, you guys, so out with the old, in with the new. A lot of us, we cleaned up some cobwebs and some dust and threw that all in the dumpster. And so when you let go of things, you're able to attract things, and the Most High is able to give you things that you're ready for. So congratulations to those of you out there who are in new companionships, that have new companionships coming your way. The mutual feelings, when you do go into those new companionships, don't take the darkness from the past with you. Definitely be reciprocal and be, I would say, patient with each other, because you're leaving the past behind, and that can be a big step forward and can also be scary. And then you're also allowing new companionships to come into your life, as far as romantic friendships, and business ships, I would say. So just make sure that those agreements are read over, that they are understood, and that you continue to move forward with each other in sync. Ashe. And I did see this word codependency. Most High just had me catch that. Also, it's great to need others, and it's great to be independent within yourself. When you do get into those new relationships, allow yourself to still be independent while you are in your duality of the companionship, I would say. Give love for each other, but at the end of the day, make sure that you're giving yourself that love as well, because first things come first, and if there's no you, then there's no love. Ashe. So just want to throw that out there. Next card, then read this one. King of Wands, natural born leader, gets things done. Entrepreneur, charismatic, free thinker, successful, passionate, visionary, creative, savvy. Continue to keep things going. Things that you may have put down in the past, pick them back up. I'm speaking for myself as well. Sometimes it can get a little overwhelming when you do have a lot of talents, because you don't always know what to pursue first. But just take it one step at a time. Continue to be that free thinker that you guys are, the visionaries that you guys are, and continue to be creatively savvy. Ashe. Next card, strength. And this is in the flip, so we're going to reverse it for us. We have strength, invisible force, gentle persuasion, compassion, confidence, courage, self-belief, infinite potential, personal power, influential, wisdom. For a lot of us go-getters out there, we are definitely moving with confidence and courage, having the roar of the lion, but also being able to have a tame spirit at the same time. That would be that personal power, being able to balance out one's own darkness and light, and being able to move forward confidently, as it says, being able to be influential as your a reflection. So when people see you, they see who they can be. And right now, a lot of people that saw who they could be in us, they are starting to see themselves for who they are, and also starting to see us for exactly who we are. So continue to use that gentle persuasion, but also put your foot down and stand up for your self-beliefs and for your own personal power. Also continue to use your wisdom as you are moving forward, and continue to keep that lion king or queen within yourself. Ashe. Let's see. Winter solstice, find the light within. It says a year or more. Tie up loose ends, validate feelings, hibernate, winter. Like I said, we are just coming out of winter season and freshly into spring. So allow yourself to, I would say, I'm going to put this on the flip side. A lot of us have taken the last year to tie up loose ends, to validate our feelings, and took that time to go into inner hermit mode for the winter. And now that that is over, it is time for spring and summer upcoming here, and it's time to come out of that hibernation. Let go of control, let go of what you can't control, and allow the Most High to take over the rest. continue to celebrate life. And that is such a just relieving thing to say, is to be able to celebrate life, because a lot of us weren't meant to be here, but yet still we are still here. And so celebration for that every day, you guys, throughout the day. Continue to give thanks to the Most High, to your spirit guides and ancestors for being a part of the awakening, so that we can have this new fresh awakening as we are moving here into spring and summer. Allow yourself to have fun. Don't allow the thoughts that might trickle into your ear from people of your past to intercede you having fun. Allow yourself to enjoy your inner childlike self, and just soak up the sun and just do what you want to go do. A lot of people out there said that we wouldn't be this, we wouldn't be that, we wouldn't go here, we wouldn't go there, that we wouldn't be able to victoriously move forward in our lives. And so just celebrate, you guys. It really is a celebration time. So I'll leave it at that. Next card. We're going to flip this over because a lot of people are imbalanced right now, broken. They're in discord. They're in inauthentic relationships for sure, false sense of security, and misalliance. And that would be for coming for the chosen ones. I don't know really what else to say. At the end of the day, a lot of these people thought that they owned us, like we were their property, or that just because we were meant to be a sacrifice, that they could just treat us any old kind of way. So now the things that they sent towards us, the things that they wanted for us, the imbalance, the brokenness, the discord, all those things that it says right here, that's exactly what's happening to them. And so, like I said in the beginning, make sure that you're tuning in to your emotions and not allowing the emotions of others to be poured into your cups, because a lot of us have cleansed ourselves, we've cleansed our energy, and so we do not want to taint it back up and to throw more dirt into it now. So just continue to stay balanced, you guys, and to stay anchored. 10 of Cups for us, Divine Tribe. Storybook ending. I love that, because a lot of people try to write our stories for us, and now. So right now we are in harmony. We're having blissful relationships. We're emotionally fulfilled. We're finding stability, idyllic, peace, divine love. I love this card. We are in the days of God's promises, you guys. All those rainbows that you've seen after a rainy day from childhood up until current, God did not forget about us, and he has been watching us every step of the way, and very, very, very proud of us for learning a lot of hard lessons, a lot of karmic lessons with karmic people. And so now that we are out of the storms, we are able to continue to see those rainbows filled with God's promises. I am very, very thankful for that. Alrighty then, let's see. Let's go ahead and pull from some spiritual oracle. I guess I'll take that whole stack. Let me put all of these in the upright. All right. Go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. Exactly what I said, y'all. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. I love that. That's so true. With that burial, and now with the seed sprouted, a lot of us are able to grow and move forward in the way that we want to, and not in the way that a lot of us were forced to. And so let go of the old, as I said, and just allow the new to come in, and don't allow things that people have done to you in the past keep you stuck, stagnant, and broke down and sad. At the end of the day, you're not in competition with anybody but yourself. And that's where a lot of people have the game messed up, because, they feel like they need to be better than the next and have more than the next and be able to achieve more than the next. And it doesn't work that way. This is spiritual. Yes, you know, at the end of the day, monetary is needed. You know, a lot of people are, they're money focused and shiny syndrome focused, but at the end of the day, you know, the spiritual money will trickle down into physical form, you guys. And so just ignore what everybody else is doing, what everybody else has. Just focus on what you do have and be thankful for the things that you do have. I shall sit in silence for a moment and listen. The answers you have been seeking are finally coming to you. Truly trust and believe that you are going to make it and be exactly where you need to be. We are on this journey with you. Hang in there. It's not much longer. I love that. A lot of us are patiently enduring, I would say. And so just continue to trust and know that the Most High has everything work out, that your ancestors are putting belt to ass at this moment for those karmic energies that have abused you in any sort of form, in all the least, financially, emotionally, spiritually, actually, mentally, financially, all the least. Just know that it won't be too much longer, you guys. And also, you know, just continue to meditate, do sit in that silence. When you do, you are able to hear and get those downloads and uploads that the realms are trying to send you. So just hang in there. I have to say that for myself too, because some days are more pressing than others. Keep moving forward, even if you are unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. Yes, you guys, we are in divine alignment. Everything is aligning as it should. And like I said, in some of my videos, you know, a lot of us have left everything behind, left everybody behind, cut everything off, and completely starting anew. But you know, in the unsureness of the journey, just know that the path is lit up how it should be lit up, and you will be guided how you need to be guided. I shall. You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information that are coming your way. Trust your instincts and do what they are telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want to take for your life. And that is so true. You know, a lot of people, they try to have us distracted and going down passages or paths with wooden signs that were misdirected for us, and they didn't want us to be able to find our own way out of situations or to be able to follow through with the direction that God has set forth for our lives. And so, you know, it can be a little confusing. People are confusing, and so don't let their contradictions get in your way, period. Just trust your instincts, stay in tune with yourself, and just know that, you know, at the end of the day, everything is aligned and divine as it should be. Our life stories were written from the beginning of time, you guys. And for a lot of us, you know, we were taken out in every other lifetime. And this lifetime, we're not having it. And so we're having to move forward in uncharted territories and waters, and having to swim with sharks and just having to deal with waves of emotions and feelings. And so just know that real love, it shouldn't be confusing. It shouldn't take any math. Real love that's supposed to be in your life will be in your life. And even if you do get people that genuinely have hatred for you, just take those people and those times and just continue to move forward with the lessons that you have learned from the past. I shall. And I say that for myself as well. Everything that I say for you guys, I say for myself. Confirmations for me, confirmations for you. So I will leave us with some questions that we can ask ourselves, or that we can use as insight into others. Working on getting some new cards here soon, you guys. Bear with me. It's time for some new refreshing messages from the realm, so I'm working on it. All right. Let's see what we have. Forgot the void. This is the space where nothing happens. Silence, uncertainty, pause. It may feel like you're stuck, but maybe you're just in the place where something new is being born. A card without form, without answer, without question. And I will leave that as a no cap needed right there. Between worlds. Like I said, a lot of us are definitely on the other side of between worlds. But for some of you guys that are trying to find your way out or have just began your journey by yourself, you may be feeling stuck between the past and between the future. So shadows. This card is about our shadows, the parts we hide or don't acknowledge. Yet in them lies the key to wholeness. You can ask yourself, what part of myself do I not want to see? And what causes me shame or resistance? So I'll take that as in being, some of you guys are in the past of yourselves and stuck between the past and the future. So just really just tune into yourself and ask yourself these questions. I can't really answer them for you, but you will know the answers when you ask yourself. Ashael? Desire lives in me. Sensual. I feel life on my skin. Sorry. Inner signals, a conscious or intuitive slowing down, rhythm, attention, and subtle sensing. What does my dance with life through touch look like? When do I feel the world touching me? What tactical moments awaken my sensitivity? You know, for a lot of us chosen divine beings, starting when we were children, we were abused sexually. And as we became adults, it confused us, and it, I would say we didn't get to really get to know ourselves actually. And so it's really important after coming out of abusive situations for you to really tune into your own sensuality, to your own rhythm, and really just take time to slow down and process those traumas, so that in the future, when it does come to romantic partnerships, it won't be a problem. I know for me personally, and I'll just be very blunt and honest, you know, when it came down to the romance department in my past relationships, it was like another opening of wounds for me, traumatic wounds, because when you are in the act, sometimes it can take you back to being that child, to being touched how you didn't want to be touched, and being abused. I'll just keep it simply like that. And so it has an effect on when you do become grown and when you have romantic partnerships. And it's really important to value yourself, to know what you like, as far as if you like feminine, if you like divine, if you like both, if you don't want to be in any kind of companionship, you know, it's really up to you at the end of the day. And just really take those traumas from past times, you guys, and really do your shadow work with them, so that when you do move forward in passionate romantic partnerships, that you are able to enjoy that sensuality and that passion, Ashael, because you don't want to pass those traumas on to anybody else. And that's what really has me sad right now, is a lot of these karmic energies have been abused from the time that they were children. And at the end of the day, we all have free will. And they took that abuse, that hurt, and that pain, and they chose to cycle it to the next generation, to the next family member, to the next friend, to the next son, daughter, cousin, adoptive child. And, you know, at the end of the day, we are all sexual beings. We are created through having intercourse. So at the end of the day, you know, everybody just really needs to get a reality check within themselves, and an overstanding within themselves, and to be able to embrace themselves. There is nothing wrong with not just only being actually passionate, but being passionate in general about yourself, period. Being able to take care of yourself, being able to, like it says, ask yourself, what does it feel like when the world is touching me? What does it look like when you dance through life? How does the sun hit your face and warm you up? You know, what tactical moments, like it says, have awakened your sensitivity? For a lot of those of us that have been through sexual abuse, well, the moments that awaken your sensitivity are those traumas. And so you really need to focus on taking those traumas and just, one, taking them as lessons, and two, not regenerating those traumas to the next, period. I really want to keep pointing that out because it starts at home. You know, a lot of us were abused starting in the home, and a lot of people that have been abused in the home have continue to be in other homes abusing others, and it needs to stop. I'm sick of it. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. I'm done. I digress. But anyway, all right, next card. I pause when taking that time to think, reflect. See, she's feeling the touch of the wind, seeing the crisp breeze through the breeze, and feeling the sun and the moon and the stars at the same time. Woo. Card flew out of my hands. Led by Dream. This card is about dreaminess, imagination, and inspiration, about those inner visions that lead us forward. What dreams lead you? Do you allow yourself to dream, or do you suppress your imagination? What images from your childhood dreams are still alive? Go back to the dreams that you guys had before you started being abused and try to block out. I wouldn't say block out because you do need to heal, but once you've healed from that, throw those dark memories in the trash and allow yourself to come into remembrance of who you were as that happy child before things turned for you. Rachel, continue to be led by your dreams, you guys, and your imagination. And then also, as you're doing that, be creative and be an inspiration. Rachel? Reflection. This card is about what we see in others is often a part of us. That's what I was saying about the mirror, an echo of our inner world. Who reflects me the most right now? What do I want to be like and why? What important things have I taken from my parents, friends, or teachers? That's a good one, because a lot of those parents, friends, and teachers, co-workers, exes, they had a big part in our lives and how we are right now. Very important, like I said previously, to go into your inner self and reflect. Ashel? I judge myself when. A card about the inner critic, about how we speak to ourselves, about the voice that sometimes closes the door instead of offering a way through. You can ask yourself, in what situations do I judge myself the most? How do I talk to myself when things go wrong? Very important to speak life and love into yourself, you guys, because words do have power. And also to acknowledge when you do judge yourself, and why do you do that? Is it because of people from your past throwing judgments on you, or is it because you really truly feel that way about yourself? Always pay attention to your inner voice, and also to the voice of the Most High, which is sweet and soft, I would say. Don't be your own worst critic. And, the things that we have gone through, like I said, don't allow that to make you a bitter person, to make you an enraged person, to make you a selfish person, and to make you a closed off person. Continue to make that heart beat and to keep it beaten purely pink, so that you don't have to have it hardened and black. You guys, don't judge yourself. Only God can judge us, and that's another thing that a lot of people don't understand. Out there busy judging everybody else and talking ish about them, about what they're doing. And at the end of the day, they don't even know themselves. So, judge yourself, and the only one that can judge you is the Most High. Oh, and I will also say one more thing that I'm hearing. For those of y'all that have gone through sexual abuse, do not blame yourself for that. You may feel like, well, if I hadn't been around them, or if I would have ran, or if I would have went and sought help, none of that would have happened to me. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And as tragic as some of those past memories are, they are what have made you you today. And for a lot of us that are seeking justice for not only ourselves in any form of abuses, we are able to take those happenings, those dark happenings that happen to us, and being able to pour some love and support back into the world. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be abused. Nobody. Even the abuser doesn't want to be abused. So just keep that in mind. Don't blame yourself for the abuses that you have gone through, but do take those abuses and pour back into the world healing. Ashe. Last card. I have the right to want. This card is about accepting yourself and your mistakes. That's funny. About allowing yourself to be imperfect, and about the lightness even when things go wrong. Things you can ask yourself: what mistake can I still not forgive myself for? And if I weren't afraid to make a mistake, what would I do? Two very, very, very good questions for shadow work, you guys. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna drop a few numbers. Scribble, scrabble them however you would like. Please do understand that this message may not resonate for everybody. It may resonate for some energies that are around you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm gonna drop these numbers. You guys can scramble them any way that you want to. And they can be spiritual numbers, part of an address, part of a zip code, part of an area code, or the timing of things. Going to leave them as they fell. I see 1, I see 10, 15, 51, 5, 50. I see 6, 60, 7, 70, 67, 76. And at the top, we have 00 for divine divinity. I love that. So you guys, I will leave that there with you. I hope that something I said allows you to go within your inner self and take some time to meditate and to hear your inner voice, I would say, and to really tune into one's own self. Also, for those of you out there who have not found your voice yet, just stay encouraged. Continue to move forward and put those boots and helmets on and continue to move forward as you should. For those of us that are a little bit more seasoned as far as the healing work, don't continue to just stand up for yourself. Allow yourself to stand up and speak up for somebody who hasn't found their own inner strength yet. Ashe. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.